Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you the main features of the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. So first of all, let's look at the buttons. So here we have left analog stick and a right analog stick, and this also allows you to click in. We've got the minus button, we've got a plus button, we've got the home button, we've also got a capture button, so you can take your screenshots by just tapping that button. We've got our D-pad here, we've got our A, B, X and Y buttons here, we've got our R, L, ZR and ZL. And here we've got a USB port for charging. This is a USB-C. So we can charge from here, and we can also turn it into a wired controller. So with the Pro Controller, you do actually get this cable with it, which is a USB-C cable. And then if we were to plug this end into the Nintendo Switch dock, and then the other end into here, then what will happen is it will start charging. Also, we can now use it as a wired controller. So if you were a serious gamer and you wanted as little input lag as possible, then you can turn this into a wired controller just via the software settings on the Nintendo Switch. Now, to charge it up, it's nice and straightforward. We can either use the method I've just shown you, or you can use your AC adapter that you got with the Nintendo Switch. So again, when I plug it in here, it can go in either way round. USB-C, it doesn't matter. And then after about a second, you will see that the orange light will indicate, and that means it's charging. That orange light will go out once it's fully charged, and that normally takes around 6 hours to fully charge. Now, once it's fully charged, you're going to get approximately 40 hours use out of this before you have to charge it again, which is pretty impressive because the battery in here is only a 1300 milliamp, so 1300 milliamp hours. Now, to put it into perspective, the DualShock 4 controller from the PlayStation 4 has a 1000 milliamp hour battery, so it's a little bit smaller, but you're only going to get about a fifth of the use that you're going to get out of this. Some people even get less than that. Some people only get 3 or 4 hours out of it, and that's 1/10 of the use. So whatever Nintendo have done, they've got a serious battery life on this. Now, as far as the battery is concerned, it's really easy to replace. The battery is a CTR003, and it's the same battery that you're going to have in your Wii U Pro Controller. It's also the same battery you're going to have in your Nintendo 2DS and the original Nintendo 3DS. So they're available very cheaply, and you only have to undo 6 screws. 1, 2, and there's another 2 on the inside when you slide these off, and another 2 there. The job takes around 5 minutes, if that, to do, and you only need a screwdriver to do it. So it's very easy to replace the batteries in these. Now, up here as well, we've got a little sync button. So if you have a look here, next to the USB charging port, we've got a sync button. So all you have to do is hold that down for a couple of seconds, and then it will start looking for the Nintendo Switch to sync to. Now, these lights here also indicate the player that you are. So that would be player 1, player 2, player 3 and player 4. So for example, if you've already got both Joy-Cons connected, then this would connect as player 3 and that light would light up. If you already had both Joy-Cons and another Switch Pro controller connected, this would light up as player 4. Obviously, if it was only this connected, it's going to just light up on player 1. A couple of other things that this has built in, it's got HD rumble, so it's got a lovely rumble when you're using the games. As well as that, it's got motion control as well. So when you're playing things like Mario Kart, you can steer by doing this, so you don't have to use the analog sticks. As well as that, it's got an NFC reader built into this section here, so when you want to come to use your amiibos, you don't have to use your right Joy-Con on your Nintendo Switch. You can place the amiibo close to it up here, and then it's going to recognize it. The NFC reader is built into this section here. Other things that you might not know about, if you look very closely in here, you will actually see a little message that says thanks to all game fans. So I'm just going to show you that now. Now, another thing, around this home button here, there is actually an LED notification ring. So what's going to happen is, when it gets released by Nintendo, they just need to release it. As of when this video was made, it's not been released yet. When you get your notifications, this is going to light up a nice, vivid, bright blue. And if you hold it up out in the sunlight, you can actually see the kind of blue that it's going to be. It's not lighting up, but because the sunlight's bouncing off it, you can see it. So if you have a look at this bit now, I'm going to show you what it's like in the daylight. So there you go, they're the main features of the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and although it is currently still expensive, it really is a very good controller. It's got a nice feel to it, and it's packed with quite a few features. So when you compare it to the prices of the Xbox and the PlayStation controllers and also the Xbox Elite controller, then I think the price is actually quite justified. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe for more how-to videos. Take care, bye now.